Welcome to the place to be reviews.
Avengers.
Were you expecting someone else? Let's start the show.
You guys are so screwed now! Good Friday night, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, it is he, it is me, PWDE Tepuakuian from the Place to Be Reviews, right here with all of yous. The Fandom Menace People's Champion, the most electrifying man in the Fandom Menace, the most underrated YouTuber you've never heard of, right here with you every Friday night live. It's Fandom Menace Friday. We start your Fandom Menace right here at the Place to Be Reviews. Let me introduce you to my co-host with the most, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tony Tone Deaf.
It's the owner of the worst channel on YouTube and commander to the legion of deaf heads, the world's wokest warrior, primitive-sided, toxic fanboy aligned with the like-minded, Tony Tone Deaf, rocking with you. Friday Night Live, the Place to Be Reviews. What's up, everybody out there in the chat? Mr. Keely Chow. Daisy Divine. Who else do we got there? Geeky Pixie. What's up, girl? Vassy. Nano Reaper. Even if you ain't there, I know you're there in spirit, brother. What's up, everyone? It's the weekend. It's Friday. Let's get it cracking.
All right, let's introduce our guest this evening. She is an independent comic creator with an IndieGoGo project. Right now, I will let her tell you all about it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce her to you as Nyriam Nowa, as her YouTube channel has it. Here she is right now. Nyriam, go ahead.
Sup, peeps? I'm Nyriam Nowa, and I didn't prepare such an awesome introduction as these guys had, because I never prepared the introduction in a way that Stephen Walton would. Did I do it right?
That was fine. That was good.
Okay, damn it.
That was good. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us this evening. I appreciate you coming on.
Hi.
I know it's much later where you are, so like I said, we'll have Nyriam's going to be on for an hour with us, and then Tony and I will kind of take it home in the last half hour, and we'll pick something interesting to talk about, which it's going to be tough to beat talking about a manga about werewolves, which is what your book is. Am I correct?
Yep.
I am absolutely stoked. We're going to show off this work right now. I don't see any point in waiting. We'll show this off and we'll let you tell us about the project, your creative process, and anything you want to add in about it. And Tony, if you ever have any questions during the course of this while we're going,
Where do babies come from?
You don't want to know.
There's a stork. Okay. I watched this cartoon. I know there's a stork of some sort. I don't know.
No.
Damn it.
Storks switch to delivery service. You don't watch the latest animated movies. It's called it's even called Storks, man.
My kid watches this show. What is it? It's called Tots, Tiny Ones Transport Service, and they deliver the babies to the families. And they have storks that fly the babies. There's the babies come down like a little assembly line, and they have different animals that take care of them. And yeah, so that's why I said I suppose it's storks.
Welcome to Baby Making Friday Night Live.
Yeah, this is Fandom Menace Friday Night Live. We'll be discussing Disney Junior cartoons tonight. No, we're going to talk about werewolves, and I'm going to get this screen share set up right here because I want to know more about this project because this is so freaking cool looking. Nyriam, take it away. What you go ahead and just introduce the project and tell us about it.
Should I do it your way? Challenging, long-standing tradition.
however you're comfortable.
Nah. I think if it would be possible to start with the trailer, it's done by Red Gaze by the amazing Fandom Menace part. You know, I think it tells you a little bit more about it until I prepare some decent pitch.
All right, well, we'll play the trailer then. Here we go. I think I shared. Let me know if can you guys hear the audio?
No.
No? All right. I didn't. All right. Well, here's a Fandom Menace fuck up on my part.
Screw up.
Yep, I tend to I have made a faux pas and not shared the audio. Way to go! It's my first day in the internet, as Tony often says. So you'll have to bear with me. So here we go. We'll start this over and let me get this on full screen. There we are. All right. Better?
Perfect.
All right.
That looks just incredible.
Yes. I have to say that that is a great Red Gaze does a great job with putting the trailers together, but it really showcased your art. It really did.
Yeah, he kicked it out of the park. He definitely did. And I would like to point out that people who already backed the book, when they're gonna get the book, and they're gonna read the book and go to the very end and then replay the trailer, they will understand that he completely caught the whole point of this chapter. But many people won't be able to identify this yet because they haven't read it, apparently.
That just it looked. How did you come up with the idea for your story? Like, how long have you been working on just the story aspect of it?
See, that's the thing. Like 2020 was a really bad year for most of the people, and it kind of was bad for my country, Slovakia, as well, because the COVID hit and blah blah blah. Yeah, let's not get all negative, because for me it was really positive. I got a lot of spare free time that I decided to put into use by getting out a story that I had in my mind for a really long time, and I just started building it from the scratch, a piece by piece, part by part, and started with the characters. I did some concept art for the characters, and the world, the story, basically everything. Before I even started to draw anything, I like a comic. I just did some doodling and some random art, and the first chapter of the actual book went out by the end of July, and it's a 72 page story, black and white. I managed to put it all together in a range of 4 months, so I'm really proud of that too. But honestly, if I didn't have the summer break as a teacher, I wouldn't be that fast. Honestly, I was really excited about the whole project, so that's why I did it that fast.
That is, so you did this whole thing in 4 months, you just said? That's what?
Yeah.
Wow.
The eyes, especially like there's no color, it's black, and there's so much emotion in the eyes I've noticed of the different characters, and art really looks incredible.
Yeah, I was kind of playing with the thought and the idea whether to put it into colored version, but I really
Oh,
love to play with intense lighting
yeah.
and like hard shades and stuff like that. So I decided to leave it like that because I think it's complementing the story itself quite a
Yeah.
lot, quite enough.
I think it looks great, and I wasn't. I'm just like, it looks like I've never been great when I sit down with pen and paper and drawing something out, but just the emotion and the life you're able to bring into their expressions. I mean, that's really incredible. That like just caught me out of everything on the trailer.
And yet, and to kind of pick up on what you said about the eyes, like this story looks like it's very, it's very, it's like a very personal tale, isn't it? Like for your main character, you've got, is that now I have to know here now the main character, is he the one, the clean shaven guy, or is it the guy with like kind of the beard and in the short? I'm kind of trying to piece this together from the trailer here.
Yeah,
Can you tell us about some of the characters?
how about you scroll a little bit down?
Yes, I can do that. Absolutely.
So if you're guessing from the trailer, you might be guessing wrong because a little bit down under you can see. Yeah, this is the description, but basically it's a different turn on a werewolf comic. It's not your typical werewolf comic where you can see the actual monstrous form of a werewolf, but it's more a spiritual thing. So like you are a human being that carries the wolf counterpart inside of you. So you're basically never alone, like you have a friend to talk to always, and it allows you, your counterpart allows you to shift into a full grown wolf, right? So it's not like you're gonna be a human covered in fur. When you're transforming, yes, while you're transforming, but I try not to focus on those parts where you can see the transformation, because I really want to focus on the parts where you are either a human or you're a wolf, right? So this is the main character. Her name is Lena Jensen. She's a teenage girl. Right now in this book, she's 15 years old, but she's gonna get. It's basically a little coming of age story, if you can call it like that. But yeah, she's gonna get a little bit older. I really wanted to make her younger to get people know let people know the universe, the characters, the background story a little bit. And yeah, we're just gonna time skip a little bit in the next book, because like I said, this book is already done, right? The 72 pages are completely finished. We are just promoting, we're gonna print it, we're gonna send it to people. And book number 2 has been completely thumbnailed already. So I'm trying to do my best, along with working on other projects, that I would really love to get at least 75% of the book done by December. Maybe launch a mailing list. We'll see. We'll see. So the second character that you could see is Jesse Jensen. He's basically the reason why Lena decided to become the alpha of the pack. That's her goal. She wants to be the leader, but not for some random reason. So yeah, I'm a girl, I want to prove anything to myself. No, she has the really purest reason in the whole wide world. The fact is that her parents have been killed during a war, and she's been left with her brother only and her grandparents. But basically, he's the closest part of her family, and she wants to keep him safe, right? So she decides to work really hard to become the leader of the pack, and to be able to protect, to be able to go and fight and kick ass and make sure that her little brother is all safe and sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like it. So you said you've got the next book is almost done too. So how many books are you wanting to tell this story over the course of?
See, that's a hard question, because I have it outlined in chapters, and I
Uh-huh.
have in each chapter I only have a little information of what I would like to happen in each chapter, and I
Mhm.
have like 60 chapters, and I covered like 3. So
Okay.
it's gonna be somewhere around 10 books. I really hope so. It can be 9 if I decided to scratch some stuff. It can be 11 if I decided to keep it. I don't really know yet. But it's going to be a long series, so just be ready for that.
Okay. All right. I like, oh, here's Rick. This is Rick Taylor. All right. This is the guy I was talking about. Okay. All right. All right. So I like how you described your main character. It's like a coming of age story for. So we'll get to see the main character develop her skill set and kind of like you said, she's going to come into her own, and like you said, she's trying to protect her younger brother. And yeah, I like it. I like it.
Yeah, that's how she's gonna roll. But for example, in this very book that has a subtitle, The Drive, we're gonna learn about her drive to become, her motivation to become the alpha, pretty much. And in this book, she's gonna have to figure out what it means to be the real alpha, whether it's the responsibility she's willing to take. And what can happen if you take the wrong path as an alpha, and so on. It's going to be interesting to read it, I think. But she won't be alone. As you can see here, we have Rick. And there is this interesting word that says Zeta, right? I don't know how much you know about wolf hierarchy, but there's this alpha, beta, omega. Those are the ranks that all people know already. But there are so many more ranks in werewolf world, and I'm going to focus on those as well, because I'm going to have gammas, I'm going to have deltas, I'm going to have etas, epsilons, and zetas, and each of them have very unique abilities, and each of them have one perk that the others don't have, which is sometimes it's more intense, stronger, faster. For example, zetas are very good when it comes to communication, right? So my werewolves have the ability to communicate telepathically. It's called a mind link.
Okay.
And for example, zetas have the strongest mind link among the whole pack. So he's able to pretty much reach anyone in the pack. He's able to get into her head and can see what you're thinking right now. Right, so he's the perfect guy to be the trainer.
Yeah,
because the pack where he operates is often admitting young trainees from different packs, and for the purpose, of admitting them, they need to know whether they are really into that for wanting to protect, wanting to take this seriously, or just fooling around. Right. Yeah. And this is the guy that will read your thoughts and know instantly whether you're bullshitting them or not.
Okay. That is that whole telepathy like that. That's terrifying. Like that is like somebody just like, hey, I noticed you were thinking this. It's like, oh no.
No. That's only his perk. And he needs to channel into it to be able to do it. But when it comes to mind link, generally speaking, it's like you suddenly decide to talk to Tony, and you wouldn't need to use phone, or you wouldn't need to use StreamYard. You would just think a thought and send it over to his head, and he could hear you, like he could hear your voice in his head.
And like you said, he's part of admitting and doing combat training, and I'm sure that helps training like new admittance to the pack, because that way he can see exactly what kind of recruit he's working with, their strengths and weaknesses, their fears, and what motivates them. Those are really good attributes for somebody in his position.
Yeah.
All right, so here we have Elias and Ann Jensen now.
Yeah, those are the grandparents I was mentioning. See, they were once the Alpha and the Luna. Luna is basically a wife of or a mate of the Alpha. They were once Alpha and the Luna of the pack, but then their son got the title, and he became with his wife. They became the leader pack of the leader pair of the pack. But they've been killed, and Lena and Jesse are too young to take over the pack yet. So they decided to come back to their own, roles, right? And just take over the pack, at least for time being, till Jesse is, big enough, old enough to take over the pack, because that's another thing over there. Usually males are the alphas. Females are really rare, and that's why I played with the idea a little bit, because she really wants to become one. But there are so many skilled werewolves in the pack. They are fighters. They fight on daily basis. They are physically strong. They're gonna challenge her. And the thing is, she needs to figure out whether she wants this, whether this is something she's gonna do, whether she can take this all, and and we'll see. Well, who knows? Maybe in the end, it will completely fire in a different way.
Okay. I like that, because it gives it really gives her a chance, it gives you a big opportunity to develop and really flesh out the characters. Not only the main character, but like your sub characters, or not even ancillary, but your secondary characters as well. Because there's a big story to be told here, because you said you're focusing on your main character, but you have a whole pack around her, and there's going to be a lot of different conflicting personalities within that too, I'm sure.
Yes, there's actually gonna be a villain. There's gonna be, that's why the whole story is called Bonds, because it's not only focusing on the fact that it's a bond between the human counterpart and the wolf part, but it's also called Bonds because as Lena grows up, she gets stronger, or she moves along her life. She meets different people. She meets new members of her own pack. She meets members of the neighboring packs, and she creates her own bonds that will kind of help her move. And some of them will be friends. Some of them will be, enemies, or even love interest. Yeah. So, and with all of these people that she meets, she creates some kind of bond. So, yeah, definitely there's going to be people or characters that you will just not like, maybe even hate as a reader. So you'll see.
Nice, very nice. I have to ask you now, because you have what looks to be a naturally strong female protagonist who is going to be a very well developed character. Now, what is your view of the mainstream portrayal of like female action characters? Even on to the Gina Carano, if you're familiar with that whole situation.
Just roughly and a little bit. I would like to point out before I say anything about this, that you said that she's a very strong female character. She's not, but she's gonna get there. See, that's what I really wanted to portray, because what I'm used to is when you see characters like Captain Marvel, right? They are naturally strong. They're like almost Mary Sue like, and they have everything. They can do anything, and the reader or the watcher doesn't even have a chance to get to know where their motivation or their strength come from. But with Lena, it's kind of different. She's very determined and stubborn,
Okay.
And that's what drives her forward. And also the relationship she has with her brother. So she is full of flaws and insecurities, but she's gonna meet people along the way that will teach her lessons and help her grow.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. No, I kind of okay. No, I didn't. I wasn't trying to imply she was like going to be a Mary Sue or anything. No, I was just like you like I meant like the way you're describing the character. It seems like she's going to kind of come being one of those where she'll grow into being that strong. That stronger lead female, not like a Captain Marvel-esque.
No,
like
definitely don't sweat it. I just wanted to point out that that I was trying to not to get out a character that isn't authentic to people. I really thought about this, and I even talked to a few people about the whole character building thing, and it was a friend of mine. She told me, like, listen, for example, in this scene and that scene, Normal people, normal person probably wouldn't react that way. You just consider maybe changing that, and you see, and that's what I did with her, because she's 15 years old. Come on, like if I was 15 years old, I would be scared as fuck, you know.
Yeah.
But then again, if I have proper motivation, then I would be like, okay, I'm gonna do it.
Yep. I want to scroll down, show off some of this art down here. We want to show this. Want to show this off. This is solid. Like you. How long have you been drawing, and when did you decide that you wanted to do a manga?
Well, normally when we're talking about drawing generally, I've been drawing ever since I've been born and learned how to hold a pencil. But when it comes to digital drawing, I think I've been drawing for 9 years or so. At least that's how much my DeviantArt says, and that's about the time when I got my first tablet. But when it comes to manga itself, like originally I did some digital drawing in a kind of colored way that you will see a little bit down. But this is my very first manga, my very first black and white style. I think I just learned along the way. Just let it develop freely.
Okay. Did what kind of led you to your decision to go black and white with this?
Yeah, that's because I'm a really big manga fan. I was never used to read the Western comics, so basically that's maybe the reason why I'm not so familiar with the whole Star Wars thing and even the Marvel DC thing, because I never read those. I mostly know the franchises from the movies.
Okay.
So I'm a movie person. But I was really more into manga and anime, so Eastern culture. And yeah, I think that was the heaviest influence. I don't know if you ever heard of Bleach.
Yes.
So
I've never seen it, but I've heard of it. I'm aware of it.
Yeah, so that one was the heaviest influence probably, because that was my most favorite anime and manga of all times. So and it also kind of helped me to develop my own drawing style. So yeah. Well, when you look into the pages like more deeply, you can practically see that it's not full 100% manga, and it's not even a Western comic. So it's a kind of a hybrid, right?
Okay.
And I'm not even ashamed of it. Completely cool with calling it like that, because it's my style. It's just a style I developed during drawing. So
yeah, that's nice because it's unique. Then it's not, you can't say it's this, or nobody can kind of pigeonhole it into one style. Like you said, it's a hybrid. So that's like, now does it? Now I've never read a manga, but I'm aware they read backwards, I guess, as compared to a Western comic. Is yours is written that way, in that style as well?
Nah. I decided to
Okay.
keep the reading the normal way that we are used to.
Okay.
Yeah. I never held a real manga, like printed manga. I only read the digital versions. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not really that used to that, or I just do it subconsciously. But I decided to do it the Western style.
All right. Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that. I was like, oh, I wonder. Like I said, I've never read one, but I'm aware that everybody, my friends, are more comic aficionado than me. They've said, yeah, that's how manga reads, and I'm like, oh, okay. I did not know that. But no, these pages look good. This is nice. I really like, you can, like Tony, you mentioned earlier, the eyes. Looking at these panels, like even the more subtle ones, like this, she's obviously, showing a little, but these are more subtle. These three here, it's more like a nuanced expression, and it really shines through. Yeah,
I don't know. I just enjoyed drawing those, and I think that I put all that excitement into every single panel that I had there, and maybe it shows off in this kind of way. It was so much fun, and I know it's gonna be a lot more. So yeah.
Well, excellent. I heard you say you're more of a movie person than a comic person. What would be your favorite werewolf movie then?
Um, Probably Underworld. Yeah, probably
Okay.
Underworld. Because I can even imagine. I've never seen American Werewolf.
Oh, American
Um,
Werewolf in London?
yeah, I've never seen that one,
Uh-huh.
to be honest. And then there are a few like Blood and Chocolate, I think it's called, like that. Then there is, yeah, the werewolf, very well known Twilight. But yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Let me think. I don't even know. See, that's the thing. I wasn't really inspired by the movies
Uh-huh.
themselves, but I was reading like fiction or alpha beta omega fan fiction that was written on Wattpad. So that was the thing that inspired me. And believe it or not, before this comic, I never drew a wolf.
Really?
Yeah, I'm more into horses and dragons. So this was a really big challenge because I really loved the fan fiction and the style it was written in, and I really wanted to incorporate that into the story. So what I had to do is, along with drawing the characters from many different angles, so I can just draw them from the scratch easily, I had to study the wolves as well, and it took me some time. And even now, when I'm drawing some, sometimes I pull up a video, for example, of there's this popular wolf reservation with those three wolves. One is gray and two of them are white, and sometimes you just watch and build your memory, your visual memory.
Mhm.
And it really works with me, so I can remember easily, for example, how the paws work, how the snout work where they snarl, and things like that.
Okay. You have a great handle on this. I like it. I like the project. It looks really good. The art is fantastic. And the black and white is a nice touch because, like I said, I'm not a huge the one comic I read that was black and white was The Walking Dead. Um, and that's one of my favorite. That's like the only comic I've really ever read from start to finish.
Okay, believe it or not, but before this stream, I went to Charlie's London, and she pointed out The Walking Dead being very similar to Bonds. I have never read Walking Dead, and I think I've never watched Walking Dead. I've never seen a full series. I just know that it exists,
Yeah,
but I've never watched it.
I'm a huge fan of the comic and the show, and
Mhm.
yeah, it's like it kind of reminded me just the black and white style. Yeah, so I mean I mean that in an absolute good way. It really did. It touched a nerve. I like it. It looks great. So I think and I looked at I'm looking at let me go. I'm going to scroll back up to the top here. You are absolutely doing phenomenal on this. You're at 496% of your goal right now.
Yeah.
204 backers, 19 days left on this. Folks, if you're on the fence, that you needn't be. You should back this. You need to
Yeah,
back
and we're like $70 from another stretch goal. Just so you know, we're having a stretch goals. We have bookmark, trading card. We have I think there's one mini print, and right now we are getting so close to get another one. They're in the bottom page. If we could just quickly scroll through them, if it's okay. Yeah, there was the special thank you, as you noticed with Red Gaze, because he was the one who helped me to build the campaign. Because IndieGoGo doesn't support my country at all. So if I ever wanted to get this comic out there, I needed to ask someone to help me run the campaign, from states and or from the country where it's available. So he was really kind to help me with that, and also help with the campaign itself. He did a trailer that we played, and he's also participating on one of the stretch goals, the very last one. So far we reached the bookmark, right? Then we have the trading card, which is very special to me, because with book number 1, you're going to get the alpha trading card. On the back of the trading card, there are abilities, complete description of the rank, some weaknesses. And with book number 2, you're going to get a beta. With book number 3, you're going to get gamma. And by the end of the last book, you're going to have like a complete collection of the ranking system from Bonds.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's slick.
And for example, this one, originally at 8K, it was black and white. But we were closing almost too close to be 9K. So I decided that I really wanted to do something nice for people who helped me, to get to these numbers. So I decided at 9K to color this one, and I did it live on a stream. So this is the colored version, and people are gonna get it. And right now we are almost at 10K, and that is another mini print. Yeah, this one, the black and white.
Oh, that's badass looking.
Yeah, it's one of the very first action werewolf scenes that I made. I'm really proud of it, because that was really short after I got a new set of brushes that I wanted to test out, and the testing became so much fun that actually a new picture was born. Yeah, and the last stretch goal that you can see there, that's the one that I mentioned. That's the Madman mini comic, and it's written by Red Gaze. He wrote the script. He already gave it to me like 2 days ago. I read into it, and it was like awesome. So I just can't wait to draw it when we reach it. The meaning behind Madman is that little Jesse from the story, he's a really huge fan of comics. So even in the story, you can see in those panels that he's reading a comic. And I just decided to give people the taste of what he's reading in the comic himself. And that's how Madman was born. So if we reach the 13K, people are going to get a few extra pages to the end of the whole book, and they can read a comic within a comic.
That's cool. That is a nice little feature. I dig it.
Yeah. Honestly, well, many characters from Bonds are based on people I already know in my real life. I think that's the best approach that works for me, because whenever something I want something to happen in the comic, I can immediately get the instant reaction of the person. How would the person react? And I can put that reaction in the story, or maybe adjust it a little bit. Right. So
nice. It's I'm happy this, like I said, it looks like it's going extremely well. You've got a really good story. You've got amazing artwork. It looks like, I said, you're doing great on, this is your first, what'd you say, your first campaign too, right?
Yeah, the very first one.
So, I mean, yeah, that's, you're killing it right now, which is awesome to see.
I'm just doing what I love. Honestly, I just came here. See, that's also a funny thing. The very first time we were talking with the guys, with Red, with Vinny, with Carla, and and Menace. Yeah, we were talking about numbers. I just told them, was being serious about this. Like, listen, guys, if I reach like 30 backers to cover the expenses, I will be so happy. And they started laughing. So. Honestly, I just didn't really expect to get it to these numbers. That's quite a shock even for me, because I just came to let the people know about this story. It's really, really a hard story for me. It's really important to me, and I've just put my heart and soul into it. And that's maybe that's why people like it. and I would like to continue with this. And I kind of do it even when I'm working on someone else's projects. For example, like I said, I work with Red on his Sandstorm comic, and I just decided to do 100% again, because he deserves it. And any project that I'm working on is gonna get 100%, because that's what people deserve. That's what fans deserve.
That's absolutely right. And that's where the independent creators like yourself, excel in this marketplace, because of the way the mainstream has been treating its customers, the paying customers. You don't come out and openly be antagonistic towards the people that you're targeting your merchandise to. You don't call them names and bigots, if they reject a product, or if they simply say, well, we would like this or that, but no, this is it. People like to support independent artists like yourself, because you're doing this. People can tell when something is genuine. You know what I mean? Like, by and large, if there's, if you put something out into the world, like, you're working on your book, you put that out in the world, people are going to be able to tell if that's coming from coming from the heart, or if that's just something that somebody did as an attempt to make money, and this, just hearing you talk about it, you can tell that this comes from, this is you're all in on this project, and that's why it's great to see independent creators succeed. So I'm absolutely happy to, help promote this in any way we can.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You're absolutely right, and that's also why I decided to maybe to turn on my camera at last. I'm sorry, I didn't have it on, but I was completely frozen, so I was curled in my blanket. I didn't find it appropriate, so right now I feel a little bit better. Yeah. Like I said, the story was building a really long time till I decided to do something about it. The very last push that it got was the impulse from the werewolf stories. That was the thing that did and there you go. And so I did.
I like it. Like I said, you've got a good story. It seems like you got good characters, and you've got it plotted out over 10 books, which is going to keep people hooked. Like I said, you put out something like that you believe in, and like I said, you're what is it? 496% of your backing right now. 204 backers. This is a solid campaign.
Okay.
Look at this.
Here, just so you know, these are another 72 to 78. I kind of stopped counting, but these are the thumbnails for book number 2. So the book number 2 is already in the making, right? Book number 1 is completely finished, and there is some traditional art that's going to be added to the campaign as well, because there are the gamma tiers that are sold out right now. Those are the gamma tiers. You're going to get a comic, 2 mini prints, and this traditional art on the top of that, right? And since people seem to like them, I'm just going to add some more. So those are traditionally done with inks.
Wow.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I mean, I need to draw every day. If I don't draw every day, I go crazy.
That is gorgeous art. That is absolutely gorgeous art. Yeah, it's so cool to see that you're already you're ahead on the project. It's like, the second one, all you've got to do is transfer it to digital if it's not already, and say, boom, here it is. I've got this book is right. This book is, yeah, that's it. This book is ready to go. Like, here's the first one. Oh yeah, the second one, that one, it's like, all I gotta do is transfer it over, and I can drop that one too. Start the campaign for that. Bam. It's there. You've got the product there. That is, and that's something that a lot of artists and comic creators, they don't have that. They're, you know what I mean? Like, it's the campaigns are so different. Everybody runs theirs differently. It's really cool to see. It's like, hey, this is done. You're like, no, this is the work right here. This is done. And you got, what would you say, 70 some pages for the second book already? So it's like, yeah, well, you're almost at your target pages for your second book, right? Because the first one said 72 is the first one.
Yeah, pretty much 72 to maybe 76. Maybe if we reach the stretch goal, there's going to be a little bit more. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. That is, that's impressive.
You see, over the time that I got into the CG and basically Twitter comic scene, I gained a little nickname. I've been called a workhorse. And I'm so damn proud of that one.
You know what? That is a testament to your determination and your care of your craft. I mean, that there's a lot of things that you can be called, and being called a workhorse in a business like that, in the independent comic scene, is not a bad thing. That just means that you love what you do, and that shows through in people's work. It really does. Like I said, you can tell when something comes from a place that is genuine, and in your work kind of exemplifies that, which is a very positive thing to see. So absolutely, I'm so happy to help promote this.
Thank you very much. By the way,
you're welcome. And thanks to Red Gaze for steering you over to my direction for tonight. Like I said, I was absolutely happy to have you on. Because I know you're short time, and because it's really late where you are.
I'm already.
So I mean, you can stick around, or if you have to go, I understand. It's completely up to you at this point. But
if you don't mind, I'll really go, because I woke up today. I have a daily job that I mentioned earlier, and it's been a really, really long day. So I'm just gonna wrap it up for today, and hopefully get up tomorrow at some decent time. So.
Well, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. And this is Bonds the Drive on IndieGoGo. Link in the description to this video. You can find Nyriam Nowa on YouTube. The link is in the description, as well as her Twitter. Anything else you want to add before you go? Go right ahead.
I mean, basically everything has been said. If you are interested in this project, well, you are very welcome to back it. If you can't back it or don't want to back it, just at least let people know about it. Let the love spread, and just you know the thing. You know the drill. No, that's pretty much it. I mean, I was so glad that I could come. I really felt excited to be here. Maybe at some point when I was talking, you could even hear me just being having a hard time getting the breath.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to say everything at the same time, and
Absolutely. No, it's fine. Like I said, you can tell this is a very heartfelt project, and that's
Definitely,
excellent.
yeah.
I'm happy to have had you on and gotten to meet you. And once you're here, we'll probably have you on again. Sometime down the road. So absolutely, thank you for coming on, Nyriam. I appreciate it. You kind of staying up extra late on a work day and hanging out to tell us about your project. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me on. And good night, guys. Bye, chat.
Good night. Congrats.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Pleasure to meet you.
Well, and then there were two.
Then there were two.
And then there were two. Well, shit.
So
that was great, man. That is a good looking fucking book.
Yeah, it is.
Seriously.
It really is.
And I'm not just fucking saying that either. That yeah, the black and white thing, dude. You read The Walking Dead. Didn't that kind of hit you right? I was like, damn,
Like my wife was more into reading the Walking Dead comics, but again, the expressions is what got me. Like, because there's so much, I see a lot of bad art, like just following Jeff from World Class Bullshitters, or just, I see a lot of bad art, especially in today's, and seeing, things Anna needs to touch up, like She-Hulk. And so it's nice to, I'm sure the story is solid as the artwork. So it's nice to start seeing some options, some viable options become available in pop culture.
Oh, especially like excuse me, fucking wine. That I just had Chinese food too, or Thai food tonight. I'm sorry. That goddamn that She-Hulk was just, and I know Jennifer Walters' fucking character from back in the day in the comics. She was always so beautiful. Like seriously, dude. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like She-Hulk is one of like kind of what got me into like fit ass women. I was like, I did, man. Being a little, I was like, I like something about that, But no, man, she was always fun though too. It's like fourth wall breaking. Now they just make it's basically like Hulk with a ponytail attached to the back of his head, like that dude in was that Van Damme movie, Bloodsport, and
Tung Po.
Yeah, like that was it, man. It's like Tung Po. I was like with a bra.
Just judging throughout history, stifling creativity and imagination has always turned out well. So I'm looking forward to where all this leads.
Right? It's going to lead to a lot better comics, a lot better independent films and television. Hi, Jamie East. Hi. And Angelus Drave, and look at him. He says, look at these sexy guys. What's up? What's up? How you doing? Hey, Slick. Oh man, we've been
werewolves to vampires.
Werewolves, what's the same fucking Twilight? Oh shit. We've had some great guests this week though. Yeah, we really have. We had Nyriam tonight. We had Draven on Wednesday. Was it Wednesday or Monday?
Wednesday.
He was on Wednesday. Wednesday. I'm trying to go back over. I was like, yeah, because Monday was Vinny.
Book Normie.
Yep, new comic book Normie and Draven. Then we had Vinny and Mad Mardigan on Monday. We had Nyriam tonight. Next Monday, we've got Fanzine on Monday night. We got Lorena Creole on Wednesday night. Red Gaze on Friday night.
Damn.
Dude, and that's only like I'm only announcing half the guests for Wednesday and Monday too. We might have surprises. Who knows? You never know who's going to be in the place to be, but yeah, it is just, it's been fun. This has been a great, I haven't been, I've been having the live streams of kind of like, cause I've been doing a lot of live streams, man. And it's been having these different guests on and all, it's kind of revitalized,
yeah,
it is. It's fun. It is. This has been a lot of fun. And
I'm sorry, but I just got to cut in real quick. Angelus Draven, I'm pretty sure vampires in the 70s were hairy.
Yeah. Let's be honest. They were not streamlined like they are now. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. No. I needed to get that on the record.
If it comes down to you correcting the personal grooming habits of vampires in a specific decade, then please interrupt by all means. I'm fine with that.
They didn't have YouTube in the 70s, so nobody knew to shave their balls.
Fucking hairy vampire balls. No. This is one thing I mean, do vampires like get like 5 o'clock shadow? Like you'll mostly see them like clean shaven. I don't know. Like modern vampires are different though. Like I don't know. Like did they actually like?
I feel like they're
they just all like smooth like a swimmer.
I feel like they don't need to get haircuts and stuff, so they probably and they're kind of yeah. As we keep the 70s porn music, yes,
just that little. I mean, it seems like something Taika Waititi would touch on in What We Do in the Shadows, like going to vampire hygiene.
Just seems like something Taika Waititi would touch on.
It does. It really does. Like, hey, bud, look, here's what we're gonna do today, bud. Yeah, we have vampires. They're gonna go to the pharmacy, go down there, get some deodorant, maybe some trimmers. Yeah, little dye for the hair. You see, it always tripped me out when you see vampires and they have like gray hair. It's like, motherfucker, aren't you immortal?
Yeah, like
Like, why is your hair going gray? Like, you're immortal.
Yeah, how you distinguish, homie. And well, what is immortal? Really think about it, because I've thought about this. Like, I'm watching Kazakistan or whatever on YouTube, and I'm watching how the universe is going to eventually die off in a few billion years. And I'm like, what about vampires and all the immortals? What happens to them? So are they immortal?
Right?
Are they? It's just like, no, it's just like, you're like Loki and Thor. You live long lives.
Yep.
That's it. You're going to die.
hey, bud, look, yeah, I'm going to die. This guy's got a blood disorder. Yeah. Now I'm kind of fucked up inside.
I'll CGI myself as a rock, so it's not gay.
Hey, don't be alarmed. I'm made of rock. I'm a rock man. My name's Korg. This is my buddy Meek. Yeah. Sit down. He's the password to the Wi-Fi. I'm just going to do Taika Waititi for the next half hour. We're going to have Taika Waititi, Vince McMahon, and Cleveland Brown.
I think that's what WandaVision was missing, was like Korg and Meek.
It would have been better if Korg and Meek were in WandaVision. They just like
70s episode, since we're on it, you know.
They just showed up. Yeah. Hey, bud. Hey, look, Korg. Yeah, I'm Korg. This is Meek. He's got knives for hands. Don't worry about him. He'll be fine. BS in the bucket. Fucking Meek. Like, didn't Korg step on him at one point and Ragnarok? Oh, Meek, you're alive.
I thought he was dead.
He thought he was dead. Yeah, he was like, oh, I've just been carrying him around. I felt bad. I stepped on him on the bridge. Like, so go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
I was going to say, I'm going to look up some news stories and see what's going on this Friday night, see what their the news cycle wants us to marinate over this.
Did you? Well, Tony dropped out. We're down to Tony. It's just me. Shit. So fuck, he's not back yet.
It's a Festivus miracle.
No, really. Well, we wait for Tony to get back. Chat, did you guys hear about the hit piece that was put out by Rewriting Ripley? A big hit piece on the Fandom Menace, targeting very specific members of it. There's Tony.
And then there was one.
I was like, oh, he's gone. Shit. Hang on. Wait. Tony's good. Wait. What do I do? I was like, I just did a morning show yesterday. I don't have it in me to do this again. I was just send Draven a link. No, what did you see that? I just started talking about that hit piece by Rewriting Ripley. Did you fucking hear about that?
No.
Holy shit, dude. All right. Yeah, so this is like absolutely they call out okay, I'm just gonna share this. We're gonna be talking about this on TR4 tomorrow night, which I'm actually going to be on a Saturday episode of TR4 tomorrow on author Stephen Walton's channel. 7, I think it's 7 Eastern. Yeah, it takes a lot for me to do a Saturday night show, and this was something that really touched a nerve with me. It says, let's talk about Star Wars alt-right recruitment problem. I'm not going to go through all this article, Tony. This is a long fucking like convoluted article. I'll post a link for you in the private chat too, so you can copy this, because I just kind of want to go through a little bit of this and show a few of the graphics. But holy shit, dude, like they basically, like, of course, and it's a feminist podcast, okay? This is, and I want to read you exactly how I described after I read about 3/4 of this article. I mean, it is just, let's see, how did I just, I said it's basically conjecture based on slanted research from a biased predisposition.
Now that it's up, I think I heard about this. Is this yeah, I think I heard about this earlier. Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers may have done a video on it. Yeah. Oh
yeah, this is this, like I said, this is long. I want to scroll down here. It's like they blame any. Okay, so look here we go. It's never just trolls. The reactionary right wing network behind the fandom to alt right pipeline. Okay, so we have Steve Bannon,
So stupid.
Peter Brimlow, Milo, Ben Shapiro. So Paul Kersey, Richard Spencer, Dave Rubin. Richard Spencer, I know he's kind of he's a piece of shit.
No, all this has nothing to do with nothing.
No.
Ronald Reagan's life work was keeping certain agendas out of Hollywood, and he spent his entire career before politics doing just that. And the thing is, define alt-right, motherfuckers, because you can't.
Yeah,
it's stupid. We're a bunch of people who enjoy quality storytelling, and we're saying get the politics out of our entertainment, not fill it up with more politics. We want to sit around the campfire and be entertained after going out all day and working a job we don't want to work, or living the life we've always wanted to. It doesn't matter. We just want to sit down by the fucking campfire and not be singled out in order to entertain somebody else. I said this earlier, and you know what? I don't care if it's controversial. George Lucas, he embraced stereotypes, and created something that everybody loved. And that's the difference between tolerance and acceptance. These people, I don't want to be a tolerant person. I want to be an accepting person. And there's a lot of tolerant people right now. Writing all the stories, and if you don't want to digest what they have to offer, well, you're literally the worst things we can call you.
Yeah,
that's what you are. So you know what? Screw you. You aren't an artist. You aren't a storyteller. And I'm sure a lot of this is by design, but you know what? The American spirit is always going to win out, and I firmly believe that.
Yep. No, this is just like I said, here's I thought I had it screen shared, but so it starts at the top. This is their metric. Okay. Steve Bannon, Brimlow, Milo, Ben Shapiro, Paul Kersey, Richard Spencer, Dave Rubin, Mike Cernovich, Jack Posobiec, Jordan Peterson, Ethan Van Sciver, Paul Joseph Watson, and Alex "The Frogs Are Gay" Jones. The frogs are gay. The frogs are gay. My spirit animal Tim Pool, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. What's up, guys? It's Jeremy, Geeks and Gamers, right here with another video. And today, apparently, I'm an alt-right troll.
Spread hate against Lucas. Fuck. What are they in a religion?
That's it. And
fuck
the quartering
Lucasfilm.
Okay, so they call quartering an alt-right. That's dude. He is not even close to being a conservative, like not even close.
Neither's Tim Pool.
No, Tim Pool is like the fucking exact. Tim Pool is like in the middle. Like I would say,
Tim Pool is where a lot of people are. He used to be. He's liberal.
Yep. But he'd be more.
He was left without. It's the old saying.
He'd be more of like a classic liberal, I'd say.
Yeah, the left left me.
That's it. That's because they went so far left, they went to the right and came back to the left again. And then of course they go back to Gamergate, and timeline of outrage media.
It all goes to people not accepting their BS propaganda.
Wait, where's it?
Smear 'em.
Hang on, let's go back. Of course, it's Orange Man's fault. These tweets here. This dude, like, are you serious? Like, you're just like, this is whenever anybody says anything like outrageously that favors the left, it can never be a bot. But every time somebody says something outrageous and it favors like a racist stereotype, or you know what I mean, they're like, they just cling to it, like this, like, oh my God, Patton Oswalt, like he's a fucking bastion of honesty and integrity. He's a piece of shit. Patton Oswalt is a piece of shit. Here we go. The boycott Star Wars, having to have a point, problematic good guys and bad guys. Like, really? Nobody said that. Like, Lupita Nyong'o wasn't even on fucking camera in The Force Awakens. She was fucking old butthole eyes.
And you know what? There are a lot of stupid fans out there who
hit
on points that I couldn't care less about. But what I want is not just good storytelling, but like, yeah, I'm taken from Adam Carolla here, but at some point in the past 20 years, especially children's program, it's gone from the golden rule to you're perfect and you don't need to change, and don't let anybody tell you need to change. It's the world that needs to change. Now tell that to 350 million people walking around this country, and what kind of society are you going to get,
Mm-hmm.
Instead of live and let live, it's everyone's expecting a red carpet.
Yep.
So stupid. Dude, all of it's so stupid. And what makes me mad is the amount of money they're all making, like, for the stupidity.
Oh yeah, these people are insane, dude. Like, they're absolutely fucking insane. They seriously, like, this, whoever wrote this piece of shit. Do you remember that fucking idiot Morton Bay that was basically blowing Ryan Johnson? Not that there's anything wrong with that. You remember who I'm talking about? He wrote that think piece. I think piece so. On The Last Jedi that Jeff from World Class covered last year. That was like, all the hate for The Last Jedi came from alt-right trolls and Russian bots. That guy, and none of the they debunked that entire like fucking research project in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I know these people. Yeah.
This is the biggest like garbage tier like look
They're
at
not
that.
Connected to reality.
No, this like, I don't like, oh, look at this. I tried reading this. I really did. Like, I skimmed through it. Like, okay, look at this. Like, negative tweets, 1,000 engagements plus affiliation, positive tweets. I mean, this is this research. Like, here's their wait. I want to get down to where they focus in on certain YouTube channels. Okay,
we love categorizing people.
Oh yeah,
wow.
Look at the Columbia Bugle. Yeah, The Last Jedi is by far the stupidest movie ever made. I mean, this shit. Like, how do we know this is a real fucking tweet? Like, dude, I could Photoshop a tweet and make it look exactly like that in like 2 seconds.
Always, Twitter's a cesspool. There's going to be something bad about any subject out there. There's going to be a hateful sentiment tweeted out. Where's the metric on how many of these alt-right trolls were Star Wars fans before 2015?
Oh, here's a good one. YouTube.com/Vito. I still rap along to songs containing the N-word, and I've never once felt bad about it.
Like what is it?
Like, who?
What does this have to do with?
Who fucking cares?
What does this have to do?
Like, who?
With hiring two different people to have full creative control over a trilogy that's supposed to congeal together.
Yep. And it's all this is how they try to justify a failed fucking trilogy of movies. And it's like, people can't possibly hate it because they're shit movies. They must hate it because we embrace diversity, except in China, where we say fuck those people. And we go along with what the Chinese government wants. I'm gonna get another fucking 17th letter of the alphabet sticker for that one.
You notice a pattern here. This reminds, like, man, I don't mean to bring it onto this, but this reminds me of a certain someone who didn't win a certain election a few years ago. And day, it was bot, it was this, it was that. Yep. It's like, no, listen, you failed. You tried, and you failed, and that's okay. Get up and keep moving forward, or we can keep revisiting the trilogy. You can keep ripping the scab off of the wound.
Yep.
When you're not gaining supporters, and the whole Pablo Hidalgo fiasco a couple months ago proved that.
Oh, fuck. Beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Wonder Woman 84 proved that nobody could justify that. And I'm a different company, I get it, but overall, the mentality of the fans, I mean, even the ones who used to justify this stuff, I mean, you gotta want to be entertained at some point.
Yeah. Can I just say, too, you brought up Wonder Woman 84. Where was the media outrage when people universally panned that movie.
Where's it for WandaVision? It got universally panned on the last episode. Where's all the sexist trolls?
There's no sexist trolls. It's only because Elizabeth Olsen, she's white. She must, I don't know. It's just, I mean, really, like where's it at? You would think it would be there. Same thing, man. I don't know, like, but they always try to say they go back to Daisy Ridley and Kelly Marie Tran. They always try to pull that straw man argument out, and they do in this study, the scientific study. Look at IDR Lab's website contains a range of personality tests focused on political alignment, feminism, racism, pop culture, and Myers-Briggs personality types of 20 to 50 questions each. One test how fascist you are. This is Star Wars, the alt-right recruitment problem. I mean, what the? It's all 4chan's fault. It's all
we've run out of problems as a society.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Hey, when you're done writing about this, write about China's massive navy that's bigger than ours. Oh, yeah. Never mind.
There goes a sticker. Look at this. Due to this, there are 3 very important things we need to be aware of when discussing reactionary right-wing fandom spaces. They are indeed nothing but a replication and continuation of Gamergate. They can be highly profitable. They play a considerable role in alt-right radicalization. Are these people fucking insane? Are they literally fucking insane? Like, okay, let's break this down point by point here. I know we're running short on time. But indeed, nothing but a replication, continuation of Gamergate. Okay, Gamergate was fucking bullshit. Gamergate was absolute just fucking garbage. Anita Sarkeesian is a fucking grifter. Like, if you still think that Count Sarkeesian is in any way some kind of victim, you're fucking delusional. Like, nobody was trying to keep girls out of gaming. Like, literally nobody. I've never once, and I'm Tony, I'm not a huge gamer. Like, I mean, am I a video game? Do I play video games? Yes. Like, would I consider myself like anywhere near like a gamer? No. I play certain niche games, and that's pretty much it. I wasn't really involved in Gamergate. I wasn't, and it's funny to me that they think this is some kind of, I don't know. Like,
we're out of problems.
Yeah, like people gatekeeping. Nobody was gatekeeping girls out of video games. Nobody's gatekeeping girls out of sci-fi or pop culture or superheroes. Are you fucking serious?
This was stuff that was girl repellent not that long ago, and that wasn't the choice of guys.
That was the choice of girls.
Because you decided to show up. Nobody's trying to keep anyone out of anything.
Yeah,
except for, I think Star Wars would probably be a little better if we did.
Yeah. If we kept the blue-haired fucking weirdos with check marks out of Star Wars,
exactly,
it would be back to where we wanted it to be. Not
people grew up loving it,
and that's it. It's like, okay, so if you're gonna call me an alt-right Yahtzee, for loving, a series of movies and toys and books that have shaped a lot of my life. If loving that and wanting that to stay pure and enjoyable and free of modern day identity politics makes, if that makes me a bad person in some way, then I don't see myself as I'll be the hero in my own story then. You know what I mean? Like, that's utterly counterproductive and counterintuitive to everything that fantasy, that IP, that franchise stands for. I don't know. These it's like this is gaslighting. This is complete. This is these are attempts at gaslighting. I mean, really, what else could it be?
You know what gaslighting is Luke Skywalker on The Mandalorian. Like,
Yep.
again, Gina Carano said in the Daily Wire interview, these people spend millions of dollars researching the internet, researching fan reactions and comments and what this group's viewpoint is and what this group, they know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think the Lucasfilm story group is doing in that ring? Do you think they're writing stories, or do you think that, there's a lot of strings being pulled?
They're not writing stories, obviously. They just they just introduced a fucking rock as a character, and Leox gay assy.
Yeah.
And there's Darth Stylus and
put yourself in that position. They're not that dumb, dude. What's the stupidest thing you could think? Okay, how can we really let's make a rock.
Yep.
They're not.
No.
They're doing this intentionally. And to all the people, no, we've got to support the good Star Wars. That way Disney will listen to the fans. Have they listened yet?
No.
It's been 9 years. And just for Star Wars, have they listened? They were talking, the director of the WandaVision episode with Peter Boner was talking about, it's funny to mess with expectations. And his favorite scene in the MCU was the Mandarin. Or, excuse me, his favorite scene from Iron Man 3 was the Mandarin surprise. These people like to troll you, and they don't give a shit. They don't care. And Star Wars, they're not going to listen. I mean, we have our memories. You have your hard media, I hope. We have what we love about Star Wars. Let's stick to that. Let's quit giving them money.
Yeah.
Quit buying toy. Quit supporting them and force them to either change or bury it. If you love it, if you love Star Wars as much, why would you want it to just drag on like this and be remembered? Pretty soon there's going to be more crap than good.
Mm-hmm.
I never wanted an Obi-Wan series. I was railing against that since The Last Jedi. Like, no, don't let these people touch Obi-Wan. They're not going to do it justice. They're going to you're going to leave with a bad taste in your mouth. So stop doing that to the things you love. Like, just leave it be. Star Wars happened, and it happened years ago. And people were even upset, some people, by the prequels. I mean, just let it be. It's gone. Maybe do little Clone Wars cartoons or stuff, but of course they're going to try to push it. They want to make money and then take that money and reinvest it into using it against you. So screw them. Let them go have their 1 billion people overseas and who aren't interested in it either. And let's move on. We're better than that. We're better, and we need to demand better than that. We shouldn't be at their mercy. We shouldn't know. Let's support it so they'll listen to us. Fuck them. They had their chance to listen. And you know what they told it? It's not even that they didn't listen. They turned around and called us some of the worst things imaginable.
Oh, yeah.
So just quit. I'm not calling for a boycott. I'm just saying have better standards than that. Fuck them.
Yep, that's all. And we always say speak with your wallet. At this point, I can't even pretend that Star Wars isn't completely fucking dead to me. Like, in any new form at all. Like, moving forward from here on out. Like, I'll watch the prequels and I'll watch the original trilogy and the Clone Wars cartoon, I guess. But anything new, fuck that, man. I don't care. Like, I don't.
Hugs.
And it sucks. Okay, so today, I picked the boy up from school, and DJ Trey in the back seat. He's got my phone. He's on YouTube. He's like, "Hey, can I put some songs on that?" Go ahead, buddy. So he puts on, like, he's back there and he knows how to use the voice thing, on YouTube. So he hits it. He puts on the damn theme song to The Mandalorian. All right. So, no, I'm sorry. The Marshall's theme played first, which is Cara Dune's theme. And I'm not joking. played that, and then he put on the theme song, the Mando theme song. So I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, and this is something, dude, like him and I would get up before school and watch the new episodes, and they drop before I took him to school. And like, dude, like Star Wars was such a huge part of my childhood, and being able to share that with him, and now like not even being able to enjoy it with him anymore, because in the back of my mind, I'm like, these people that are creating this, they fucking hate me, like,
and they know that aspect of it too, man. They know the cross-generational appeal, and they're toying with.
Oh, dude, it brings a fucking tear to my eye. It's like, dude, it's sad, because it's like they've like got you by the fucking heartstrings, And
think about it like this: not only do they hate you, but they're hoping by jam-packing all of media through this, your boy you're sitting there watching it with is going to grow up thinking just like them. So what does that mean? They're hoping that this seeps in to his head.
Yeah. And that's why, like I said, that's why we're done watching the new shit. We own the physical media. We can go back and watch the Blu-rays.
Stuff that gives you hope.
That's it. Even like I said, even Empire Strikes Back, which is my favorite fucking, like, not only my favorite Star Wars movie, but like my favorite movie overall. It is. I love that movie. It is. It's just like, dude, like, I mean, look behind. There's like 4 tauntauns back there, like Hoth shit. I mean, it's just, that is my movie. I love that shit.
It didn't end like Infinity War, like wherever it's just bad. Like, yeah, the good guys lost, but it was more like, whoa,
like,
everything going on. Like,
yep, it was shocking. It was a shocking ending, And despite everything everybody say, like Return of the Jedi was the first movie I ever saw in the theater. The first time I ever saw a Star Wars movie in the theater, which was, like I said, it was 80. I was 3 years old. 3.5. It was a blast. Getting to watch that. And I have, like, my son sleeps with the little stuffed Ewoks. I have an unopened. Do you remember the Ewok board game?
No.
All right, hang on. I'll look it up. I have an unopened Ewok board game too.
While we look that up, can we take a Fandom Menace pee break?
Oh, fucking absolutely. We can do that real quick here. Let me see. Let's go down here. Let me scroll down, and it is time for the Fandom Menace pee break. All right, we're back right here from the Fandom Menace P break, and
yes.
I found I found it. Let me reshare this here. Son of a B word. I don't even know why I bother. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Right here. This is the Ewok, Wicket the Ewok, and friends in a food gathering adventure game. I've never played it. This is what it looks like apparently when you take it out of the
How
box.
do I not remember this?
Or wait, no, that's not it. This is it right here. This is it. I've never taken it's still in the plastic. I'll probably never open it up. But yeah, this is what I don't really know what it's worth, if it's worth anything. But yeah, I mean, I just think it was kind of cool. I was like, fuck, I just have this in the box and it's never been opened. I'm not going to open it now, you know?
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's just something Trey will get.
Jedi is the only movie that I was, alive for the release. I wasn't born before the other two, but so it's like I remember a lot of like E.T. paraphernalia and a lot of like Star Wars stuff, but I don't remember this.
Oh, dude, yeah, E.T. Well, when was E.T. released?
It's like 4 months after I was born, like June '82.
I was gonna say I was still really little when that one came out. It was a year before. Yeah. 1982, June 10th, 1982. Yes, sir.
My sister loved E.T. and my dad like bought a mask and went out to the window and not like to be friendly, like the lights were on, and it fucking scared the shit out of her. Scared the shit out of her. She was a pussy. We watched Fright Night back in the 80s and she had to miss school because she was puking the next day. I'm like, come on, man.
From Fright Night, really?
Like, I know Marcy from Married with Children was in there, but it ain't that bad.
They tried to make her like sexy too. It was like
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
all I could think of is Al Bundy doing the chicken.
You can't make Marcy Darcy sexy. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
You can't make Marcy Darcy sexy, man.
Charlie.
Well, how the fuck did Jefferson end up getting married to her? Like, really? Like, you remember her first husband, Steve?
Yes.
Remember Steve? Like, he was such a little, and then she fucking they split up, and then she marries Jefferson, who's just like this pretty boy. Like, he was fucking great. Like, Jefferson was great.
Yeah, the show picked up with Jefferson.
It really did, because him and Al had like the best dynamic too. Like, oh god.
See, that's a show I grew up. Like, I watched it all the time, and
yeah.
I haven't watched it in a long time now. Like, after I even watched the last episode, I remember that night aired, and I haven't watched it. I maybe watched it in syndication a bit after that, but I haven't watched it much since then. I really need to go back and watch it, especially all the jokes from the shoe store.
Oh fuck!
How dare you say that to my face? Well, I'd say it behind your back, but I've only got a half tank of gas.
Dude, you could not get away with half of that. And do you realize that would all be in that article? That shit would all be in that article.
Oh, Al would be an alt-right.
Al Bundy would be like the bastion of toxic white masculinity, alt-right, orange man badism. It would just be
Al Bundy.
This world needs Al. It does. It needs another Al Bundy right now. At first his character was kind of reminiscent of Al Bundy on Modern Family. I used to watch that show. It is nothing. I just kind of fell off from it. It was nothing that the show did or that I did. I just kind of fell off.
The writing got bad, but when it first premiered, it was like nice. Al got his win in a way. He marries the hot young.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was fine. What's Sofia Vergara, right?
Yep.
There was a show I was watching the other day. Desperate Housewives. I was watching Desperate Housewives the other day. And I was like, man, what's his name was on there from Melrose Place? Doug Savant. He was married to the chick that went to prison for buying her kids way into college.
Lori Loughlin.
No. The other one. Oh. Wasn't the other one on here?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the other one that didn't go to prison. Or did she go to prison too? I think she took the deal and Lori Loughlin didn't.
Yep. Yeah, Lori. That's funny. They're like, stop picking on Lori Loughlin. It's like
well, You're the one complaining about white privilege.
Yeah, you're bitching about white privilege, and you bought your daughter's way. You paid somebody to fake photos of her on the fucking rowing team. You uppity bitch. Like, come on. And somebody's gonna clip that. Now I'm gonna be like, oh, you know what? I'm sorry, but the Fandom Menace is not a group of if you think the fandom, like, did you see, did I get to that point in there where they showed the channels that they singled out? I need to go back to this before we've got about 10 minutes left of the show.
I saw part of it on Jeremy's because Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers did like a 20-minute video on this earlier.
Yeah.
And yeah, he mentioned some of the channels.
Yeah, I want to get.
He was playing video. He was playing video, contrasting what they were saying. Like, this is stupid.
Okay, so can you see this? All right,
like 0.
Okay, so other is gray. Hi, I'm Mike
future. Half of those haven't even happened yet.
Exactly, dude. He knew this was going to happen. That's why Mike Zero stayed so, it didn't turn into an alt-right Yahtzee. You've got alt-right account, Geeks and Gamers, okay? Midnight's Edge, Jar Jar Abrams, Clownfish TV, world-class bullshitters, alt-right. Dude, none of them are even close to, I mean, I guess by like 2021 peak clown world status. I mean, I guess, but in real life, no.
Star Wars girl.
Beyond the trailer, beyond the fuck.
So
what the
all right.
What the fuck?
You took a
SC Reviews is like, the dude is like Middle Eastern. I mean, he's not white.
I think he's a Kiwi.
Well, he lives down there, but he's not like natural. Like, I mean, he's from New Zealand, but his ethnic background is other than he
lives down there.
He lives down there, but no, I think he's not a white guy. Okay. Star Wars. This is like their main channel. That's an official account. RK Outpost. And this is the best one. That Star Wars girl. Anna is not white.
Yeah.
Anna is not fucking white. And she's alt-right. Like, this is like, that's as funny as saying world-class bullshitters is like alt-right, like white supremacist, like what the fuck? What world is this? What in the
These people are insane. It's just rage bait. That's all it is. Rage bait.
I don't understand this. Hey, hi, buddy. Yes, you can.
He was literally just asleep.
SC is a Turk living in Australia.
Say hi to Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Hi, buddy. How are you?
Good.
I'm trying to figure out where a Turk living in Australia ranks on the oppression scale.
Say good night.
Good night.
Good night, buddy.
Also, why?
Yeah.
Pretend currency.
Because you bought a monkey.
Did you say a bawdy little monkey?
Yeah.
You're a bawdy little monkey.
Uh-oh, now he's going to get canceled in 10
Don't
years.
throw rocks since you live in a glass house, you little bugger. All right. he just comes in to hijack the show every now and then. It's fine. It'll be fine. It's all fine. It's all good.
Oh, Keely Chow said good night.
little mini me tap. But yeah, so this chart here is, I mean, this is hilarious.
It's written in crayon, like it's so stupid.
It might as well be. Look at this, the profitability. Oh, here we go. Here's the earnings. Look at,
like, at least you know who they are now, so you don't have to listen to them, right?
I know.
Thor Skywalker is the shit, and I don't care what anyone says.
Thor Skywalker. He does Batwoman reviews, doesn't he?
Maybe, but I started listening to him like 2018, and he's He's good. He's knowledgeable. He makes good videos. If you don't listen to Thor Skywalker, I suggest going over and subscribing.
I'll have to check him out.
His channel's grown and he deserves it.
Like, I honestly don't know if I've ever watched one of his videos or not.
He kind of reminds me of seeing Mauler up there. He kind of reminds me. I don't want to say a tamer lone wolf, but he like Mauler and Lone or Wolf or whatever he goes by now. Like Thor Skywalker's good at like really breaking things down like that, and he doesn't take as long, but he really gets deep into the psychological aspects of things and into the psychology of the story, and good stuff.
You got Gary. This is the thing is like I wouldn't consider Gary's not all like
he lives in San Francisco.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like Mauler, Midnight's Edge, really? Like they're not. They're one of the most neutral fucking channels. Like I don't pretend to hide my. I used. I'm a fan of Midnight's Edge. I always have. Like they're like one of the other big channels that I found like when I found World Class Bullshitters back after The Last Jedi.
They're just reporting the news. They're just reporting what happens.
That's it. When they do their videos, they're very right down the middle. They give you the facts, they give you the numbers. And if something is rumor or speculative, they tell you this cannot be independently verified. This is rumors. And at that point, if you listen on and you use that as gospel, that's not their fault. That's your fault. SC Reviews, WCBS, Ethan.
No, Jeremy was saying earlier, I guess Jar Jar Abrams has been like tweeting out some he said he's not affiliated with Jar Jar Abrams. I guess he's been tweeting out some like tweets of Kathleen Kennedy getting like physically hurt or something like that to that extent. So that's what I mean. Like sometimes you'll get like, I don't know Jar Jar Abrams.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
I don't know who it is.
That's what, sometimes you do get idiots in a movement too, where but that's anything. You can go onto Twitter or the internet right now and pick any subject, and there's going to be an extremist view on it.
There's always people like that in every group. We talk about it within the Fandom Menace about the people that use the hashtag just to abuse the hashtag, just to get over on on people. Hail Stephen Walton, man. Hail Autumn Sword, Keely Chow. Thank you, man. Thank you all for joining us.
It's good to know that's where Jar Jar Abrams stands, because now it's like, okay, I won't mess with them,
Yeah, now it's
I want people to speak their minds. It's a good thing.
Yep. That's it, man. Who else we got? We got Doomcock on here. Mecha Random, like that Star Wars girl, Ryan Cannell. I love I don't know who I Love Comics is. Is that I don't know who that is.
Is that Zach from Diversity in Comics?
No, Zach. That's your boy Zach. Is that Diversity in Comics? I don't know. I don't know. I know Drunk. I think it is.
Let me look it up real quick.
All right, and of course we know the guys who are bounding into comics and John Spencer, Donald. But yeah, I mean this is they're talking about the prophet of hate with this. I mean these people. I was at 2,000 subscribers. Look at
hate. Look at the mainstream media for the past 4 or 5 years. That's the prophet of hate. The prophet of hate is the largest transfer of wealth that has ever taken place on this planet happening in the past year.
Yep. Here's views. Okay. Here's views. This is based on the Last Jedi, anti-Last Jedi YouTubers. So apparently I don't have the energy for this tonight. I'm about to get drunk and go watch a bad movie over on Adam's stream. My God, like these fucking people, these people are insane. All right. They don't have a clue. They're not grounded in reality. This is literally bizarro fucking world where up is down, down is up, in is out is in. cats and dogs are living together in harmony. You know, I mean, it's the end of the world as we know it. But it's really not. These people that write stuff like this, to me, I look at them, it's the equivalent of Chicken Little. You know what I mean? The sky is falling.
Yeah, well, they wanted to stabilize things, so that way they can say this doesn't work. Let's try this way. Well, I say that there's nothing, you know, I accept super straight as a gender. I'm not a bigot, and that's, you know, where I stand on the issue.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
everything's fucked.
I just feel like Emmett in the Lego movie. Just everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of the hate movement. Really, like I mean, those of you, my subscribers, people in the chat out there, Tony, me and you talk. I talk to you more than I talk to my wife, and you know, her and I are together. We're married. We live together. And I don't. I think if anybody would know if I have like real hatred in my heart, you know, it would be you. This is, like I said, we're not on that. We're not on that level of getting labeled as a hate channel yet. You know, it's something I aspire to.
You made it.
You know, when you've got haters on that level. I mean, we had Simply Piano. I don't think Simply Piano liked us for some reason, but I think that was because of a Batwoman argument I had on Twitter. But this is it's just, it's a parody level right now. It really is. I don't. Where do you come up with this? Like where you come up with this garbage tier journalism and it attempt, like I said, this is like slanted research, you know, from a pre-established disposition. Like
at this point, it's all entertainment. They're just sitting back thinking of different rage bait people. Like Tim Pool talks about this, how they're, you know, well, there's no money in the news anymore, and they think of rage bait articles, and that's what they do. I mean, it's the person writing this doesn't believe it. No, they're trying to stir shit up, and it's
it's fucking ridiculous. This fucking ridiculous.
There are more sane people in this world than not. You know, they're putting on an illusion right now, and you know, we all just got to stick to our stuff, and we gotta look. I'll put it to you this way: we're not having to remove dislikes and add likes and stuff to our videos. You know, let's just keep on the grind. You know, ETAP knows. I mean, it's not even going to be the best quality, but I'm like working really hard on a project behind the scenes to bring to everyone, and you know, again, the Daily Wire and so many other independent creators. We've just got to be strong. You know, we've got to be able to step away from the things we did love, like Star Wars, and maybe go check out Gina Carano's movie that she's writing over at Daily Wire, or maybe put down the Marvel comic and pick up Nyriam Nowa's manga, Bonds. You know, it's time, you know, we need to step out of our comfort zone too, and we have the power to put an end to all this, you know, and a lot of it's by not even acknowledging its existence because we're busy looking over here.
That's right. You know, you can go out and back Stealing Solo, the Fandom Menace edition.
Yes.
Look at this is beautiful, and 79% of a $40,000 goal. With 50 days left, 506 backers, $31,995.
Where's the alt-right cover?
Yeah, right. Where's that? Let's see. Hang on. Let me go over here. Let's see. There it is.
Beautiful work by Anna.
That is absolutely. Ethan's got a pie. And look, you got Gary. We got Tom, Mecca, Anna, Jesse, Cecil. Jeff, Jeremy, and Mahler. I mean, that's great. That is
Yeah.
a great fucking cover. It really is. I think this is great. You gotta back this. If
That's Jeremy's reaction when anyone offers him vodka.
I'm straight edge. Straight edge. I'll take a Mountain Dew. Give me some sugar. That's a great cover though. That really is. And I have to say Anna is in the Slave Leia. Yeah, I'm digging that. That's all good. Let's see here before I go into an alt-right sexist misogynist comment here. Let's see what else we got. Let's go over here and we will share one more time on screen here. Let's see, where am I at? Wrong one. Let's see, we'll go here, and right here. We were talking about Bonds one more time. Go run back Nyriam's campaign. Bonds, The Drive, and IndieGoGo. She is at 409%, 498% of a $2,000 fixed goal. 205 backers, 19 days left. This is a werewolf hybrid manga fusion with Western style. Looks absolutely great. She's got this plotted out for 10 books. She's got the second book almost, what'd she say, 72 pages of the second book is done already. So check this out. Back this, man. You guys want to support some great fucking independent art, you know, that's it. Check this out.
Yeah.
She's on top of it. We got one more here to look at. Of course, I would be remiss if I did not share my man's, which I backed this one. Shadow of the Kraken. It's in demand now. Vinny Tartamella. Shadow of the Kraken. This book is another one. The art is phenomenal. And Vinny's, this is his 6th campaign. He's fulfilled all these within, like 2 or 3 of them within the Koof times. So yeah. And like I said, Nyriam's got her. She's got 2 fucking books done already. You know, so back these people. You know, this is guaranteed entertainment.
She was saying earlier how she put like her heart and soul into this, and how she took characters and they're inspired by real people from her life. So she's taken like actual experiences from her own humanity and putting it in here. And you gotta compare that to these people drinking fanboy tears on Twitter and shit. You know, who do you want to see? Who do you want to see succeed in this life? You know, so go out, give Nyriam some love, give Vinny some love, because he's no different. He's putting his soul into this work, and his goal is to entertain you and not piss you off and frustrate you and take your money and use it against you. So
yeah, man. This is stuff that needs to be supported. You know, you got to get out there and support these independent creators. If you want quality entertainment, then you're going to find it in the independent level these days. I mean, the mainstream has proven that they don't care about entertaining us. They just want to preach to us. And we went on well over our time. I have to get ready for another stream. I'm going to kick it over to Tony, let him go solo. Take it away, brother.
Yeah, just working hard over at the Clown World Review. I dropped a video earlier this week, and I'm also working on a project in the meantime. Hopefully, we're almost ready to start recording one of the parts of the project, but hopefully we can have that up to you, soon. At least a glimpse of it by the end of the month. I'm shooting for. I could have it out, the entire project out a little sooner, but it means a lot. I want to make sure the quality on this is up to par. I want to make sure when I go back and watch it, there aren't any regrets. I want to make sure it's just perfect for you guys. So thank you for being patient. In the meantime, if you haven't, go subscribe. over at the Clown World Review. Check out some of the Ninja Turtle reviews. Legend of Zelda. Is Disney racist? Yes. And yeah, thanks everyone. It was a great show tonight, and I'll see everyone Monday.
Thank you as always for being here, brother. I appreciate it. Like I said, man, you're the man. Go over and subscribe to my co-host, Tony Tone Deaf. He's not just my co-host, he has a fucking awesome channel too. And he is criminally, I always joke about being criminally under, he is criminally undersubbed for the amount of production value that he puts into his work and the project that he's got going on behind the scenes. Yeah, it's almost his time to shine here. And I for one cannot wait for it. Because there's a lot of people that I see that do content that they don't care about and they do it just to get clicks. This is something that my man is working on, and like it is a labor of love, and it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna come through, and I hope it entertains you guys. Because he's busting his ass on it, and I'm lucky enough to get to probably do a little bit of work on it myself. So not on the design end of it. That's well beyond my wheelhouse. That is more in Tony's end. So yeah, big shout out to him, man. Subscribe to the Clown World Review. You're welcome, brother. You're welcome.
7 away from 100.
That's fucking excellent. Speaking of subscribers, now it's my turn to bitch about it. I got up to 574 again last night on Justin Proper stream, and YouTube, right in front of my eyes, literally as I was refreshing my screen, took fucking 3 of them away again. I would be at 5. I would almost be at 600. I would be, well, if I got all the ones that YouTube stripped off me for no fucking reason, because I know you guys aren't unsubscribing, because if you're here because you enjoy the content, you enjoy the perspective, you enjoy the different perspectives that we get, because we don't just have sycophants on this channel. We're not just an alt-right Yahtzee group of fucking white supremacists. No, we are a diverse group of creators who come together to talk about the things we like, the things that we don't like, and to entertain you 3 nights a week, because we want to entertain. We want to bring something new to the table. So thank you guys, all of you in the chat. Keely Chow, Autumn Sword, Daisy Divine, Nano Reaper, even like I said, like Tony said, even if you aren't here and you're here in spirit, author Stephen Walton popped in. Who else? Angelus Draven. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. You guys always are solid as fuck in the chat. You're always here. Keely Chow's Ultron. He's everywhere. I have a big Superman and Lois project working on with Enter the Unfamiliar. We're a little bit behind on a recording because of scheduling conflicts on both our parts. This week's been really stressful for me as far as scheduling, because I haven't been able to put out as many single release videos, but some of my shows are on hiatus. WandaVision ended. New things coming though. Don't worry, guys. Tony and I still have a Last Starfighter and Flight of the Navigator review. We'll get out maybe before 2030. It's there. We just gotta nail it in. I'm busting his balls right now, and he knows it's why he's not saying anything.
No, I'm thinking those movies are gonna be canceled by the time we get to it.
The fucking kid from Navigator's problematic as fuck anyway. I mean, he's problematic as fuck. So, yeah. Keely Chow says there are no strings on me. He's doing I can just see Keely Chow try to do the James Spader impression. That's awesome. But no, guys, thank you so much. There'll be a new Batwoman review on Monday, episode 143 of the Place to Be Reviews flagship podcast, Monday Night Going in Raw. Monday night, episode 143 will feature Fanzine, one of my brethren from the Fandom Collective. He'll be on with us. He has a great channel. Go over and check him out. I think he might be getting close to 7,000 subs if he's not over it yet. Go over and check Fanzine out. Wednesday night, we'll feature Lorena Creole. She's awesome. She's a sweetheart, very intelligent, has a great channel. Her Welcome to Florida stream is fucking hilarious. Check her out. Next Friday night, Red Gaze, one of my Rogue Entertainment brethren. He also has a project on IndieGoGo called Sunsworn. You can check that out. But yeah, I'm done. I've plugged about everything that I can think of. There'll be videos next week. Like I said, my schedule will be returning to normal, so hopefully I'll be able to get a little more single release content out, and I might back off on doing the pop culture news type videos and start focusing on a few other things. There is, I don't want to step on Tony's toes, but there's an 80s cartoon. There's an 80s cartoon, Tony, that I want to review. And it's only one season. And I didn't think it was one you were going to do anyway. And it's kind of
bright.
How the fuck did you know? What a dick. No, close. Galaxy High, actually. I want to check out Galaxy High and review that. It's a fun show. I was watching it with my son the other day, and it's something that I loved. It came out in 1986. There's only one season, like 12 or 13 episodes. So I might put together a little something on that. But yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'm Tepokuin of the Place to Be Reviews. If you want to find me in about 90 seconds, I'll be over on Raiders of the Lost Flicks. You can find a link to the channel section on my channel about that. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Help me get to where I need to be. We want to make this thing bigger to bring you guys better content. So I love you all. Thank you so much for spending your Friday night with me and Tony, Tone Deaf, and Nyriam, our guest. Back, Bonds the Drive, back, Stealing Solo, the Fandom Menace edition, Shadow of the Kraken, and Sunsworn, Reclaiming Zendara. You need to back these projects, these people. These are people that we have had on the show. We vouch for. They're great people and great creators. I'm Tepo, Queen of the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of yous. And remember, if I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and I'll catch you on the next one.